Good morning, everybody. It's Kyle again here with some daily motivation. Today is going to be my call to action for you guys for the rest of this year. Um, the theme of this year is your hustle. I want you guys to be getting up, busting your ass, getting out there and going and doing something about your dreams. No one else has the right to tell you you can't, and no one else has the right to stop you. Right now, the biggest thing that you have going for you is your dream. You just need the will and the motivation to go out and just do it. I look back on this year and I said I said 100% I wasn't gonna do the whole new year, new me thing. But right now it doesn't have to be about that. Right now, I look back on this year, I came out of this year a hell of a lot stronger. I came out of it like 25 or 30 pounds lighter. I also came out of it a hell of a lot smarter and a hell of a lot better off. So you know what? I want you to know that those are the things that you're going to be focusing on this year. And I don't want you to stop. If you feel like stopping, you push to keep going. They say, don't cry to give up, cry to keep going. You're already in pain, get a reward from it. It's a great quote that I really like to live by. If I'm already going through it and pushing through it and already having a shit time with it, fuck it. I'm going to keep going because you know what? If nothing in this world ever came easy, and if I'm getting that resistance, then you know what? Screw it. The biggest thing is that no one will understand what you are doing. No one will understand the path that you are going because no one else has gone the path that you are going. Right now, there's going to be a lot of feedback. There is going to be a lot of disruption because you are doing things differently and you are succeeding, and that scares people. People don't like that. People don't like it when things are going right and they're out of the norm because they keep looking for it and thinking it's something bad and think that something bad's going to happen and it's going to, erupt or explode. And you know what? It's not. The thing is that, look at any great entrepreneur in this world. Every single one of them did something that everybody else told them, nah, that's not how you do it. That's not what you do. And everyone thought was going to fail. And every single one of them fucking succeeded. And I'm not saying that, I'm not just saying that, oh, if you're getting feedback and blah, blah, it's a good thing because it means you're on the right track. I'm not saying that at all. You definitely need this self-awareness to know whether your plan's a good idea or you're being realistic or not. But, you need to be the person to make that call. You can't let other people make that call for you. And I will tell you right now that when people get in those situations, when other people are, criticizing and anything else, what I like to do is when people start going, no, well, that's not how you do that. You have to do it this way. You have to go this path. And you have to go that. I look at it and I say, okay, what parts of that is actual logical feedback? Because, if someone says, well, you know what, if you're going to this position, you don't normally go this way. You have to go through this department and then here. If that's the case, sure, that might be actually a valid point. And I mean, you know what, 100%, I'm not saying that won't be a valid route. It definitely will be because they've seen it happen before. But if you're going to try to go a different route, if there's a big difference. If someone says, you know what, hey, you're trying to do this too fast, you're trying to run before you can walk, that's one thing. But if people just say, no, that's not the way you do it, people from there don't go there. That's not a valid reason for you to stop. For me, I have had so many people, basically tell me I can't do things, whether it be, from an education standpoint or, just from like, oh, well, based on what I've seen from you, you can't do it. You know what? I will prove those people wrong every single day. And you know what? I'm not going to let anybody stop me. And in this case here, I never stop learning regardless. Like even if I'm headed to one straight path, it doesn't matter if I don't go from here to here immediately. If I have to deviate in between, I don't care, but I'm never going to stop learning. If there's opportunities for me to take, even if they're like, let's just say like in a step list here, say the skills I'm supposed to learn here at step 4, and I'm only at step like 1 or 2, I'm not going to pass up opportunities to learn step 4 or learn things about step 4. Because when I get there, those relatable experiences are only going to make it fucking easier. So, I want you guys to go out there. I don't want you to let anyone stop you. I want you to pursue your dreams. And I just want you to prove all of those people wrong. Because you know what? They don't have the power that you do. And there's a really great quote that says, all you have to do is make a decision. And you know, people say, oh, this is out of my control, or I made my parents' decisions, or blah blah blah. Even if you don't make a decision, then you're gonna fail by default. And even if you make somebody else's decision, you decided to make those decisions. People argue that family and everything else can put a lot of pressure on you and blah blah blah. It's all fine, but the thing is at the end of the day, the way I look at it is that if you were passionate about one thing, and your parents were like, you know what, no, you can't do that, you should do this instead, and they kept telling you that, and they kept telling you that, if you look like like the rest of your life, granted when you're younger and stuff, before you established yourself and kind of made it out on your own, you're with your parents, so obviously it's very direct pressure, but are you going to be, what I like to look at is if my family versus my parents have that conflicting thing, it's okay, well, my family I'm going to be with all of the time versus, my parents, I appreciate their input, but they don't have the right to tell me where and how to go where I want to go. And ultimately, at the end of the day, yeah, sure, they may pressure me and whatnot, but it's what, it's not going to matter, because even if they pressure me, that's a temporary pain, and that's the thing, is that short term pain for long term gain. I a heavy believer in that right now, you told me a year ago that I was going to be waking up at 4 to 5 in the morning and coming here and just learning things, for paths and stuff that may not even pan out. I would have told you you're fucking crazy. I'd be like, there's no way in fucking hell I'm waking up that early. Last year, a year ago, I was working fucking midnights. So and never would have heard that from me. But you know what? Now it's to me now it's it's not an, oh my God, I couldn't believe this. It's nope, that makes sense. I saw what I wanted and I knew what it took to get there, and I did it. Right now, I'll be honest, right now, in my career path, I've kind of taken a turn, but I'm learning so much right now, and it's so invigorating. I'm trying to go a lot of different directions, and I know a lot of people probably don't like the fact that I'm, jumping all over the place. And you know what? I personally, I don't even like it sometimes either. I know I need to ground myself, focus, and that's the thing I have to work on this year, is patience, grounding myself, and making sure I'm keeping level headed and sticking to my plan. And you know what? Opportunity is always going to be there. It's easy to say that, if someone's like, oh, well, you know what? You should give this opportunity to other people. That sucks to hear, but maybe it's not your time. And I don't want to say, I know I always say no one has the right to tell you what you can't do, but sometimes with opportunities, you know what? For me right now, my biggest thing is that there's tons of opportunity that I can and have been taking. There are other people that want to take it, that, are going kind of the same path I am. But, instead of me being, kind of hoarding the opportunities, I know and I know some people probably think that I have been, because I've been just hungry as hell. And people aren't, sometimes people aren't used to seeing that. But one of the biggest things I believe in is that I've gotten all of these extra resources from people, from learning, all these different examples, all these other things that I have personally seen. And I go out of my way and take my time every day to show those people the resources I have, to show them the examples of what I've encountered, to, tell them, not trying to educate them or preach to them, but share those experiences, because you know what, I learned a really neat concept in my last job, is that, you know what, and at the time, I always was okay, yeah. And kind of just brushed it off. And because I never really got it, I said I got it and I thought I got it. I didn't get it. And now I understand it a lot better, mainly because of the place that I work and the attitude that's here. To me, here it makes more sense, is that, people who were trying to move up to where I was trying to move up before at my previous job, like the tier 2 department, they always shared this story that they said, you know what, how we got there wasn't by me going out and being flashy and like, I mean, I'll be honest, I'm horrible for that. I think like, I'm like, yeah, I'm going to go up and be like super exciting, super flashy. I'm going to go do this big thing and, it's going to be awesome. But it's not the best way of doing it. They were like, I had me and these like 4 other people who were all trying to go for it. And what they did is they elevated each other and they worked together. They made their job to make sure that one of the other people got it, not that they got it. And to me, I was like, that's crazy. If you want to move up, why are you trying to make other people get the job and take it from you? So like, I was like, oh yeah, like I get it. And, I used to kind of try to do it and I thought I was doing it, but like, it was like a half-hearted attempt, like I was helping people that were going to where I wanted to go, but I did it after I helped myself. And, that wasn't the way of that. It's not the way to do it. And, ultimately, now it's like, I look at all of the people who are going the path I am right now. And I'll be honest, if I'm being honest with myself, I will always have my own hype and I'll always put a ton of stock in my own hype because I need to do that and I need to believe in my own hype because if I don't, then like, what am I fucking doing here? If I don't believe in it, then like, I'm just spouting bullshit and never going anywhere. But you know what? I have to believe in it. But if I'm like being real honest, if I was like, if for where I want to go, if I was like looking between me and everybody else, I would obviously be like, yeah, me. I'm fucking driven. I'm learning fast. I'm doing all this stuff. Sure. I would totally say that. But like deep down, I mean, I look at every other person that's going this route and every single one of them is a fantastic human being. 2, they're knowledgeable as all hell and have all taught me tons of things. 3, they have been working at it longer. And one thing that, again, I always talk about like how I don't like the seniority thing. I get that people have been working at things for a long time or like longer than I have. But what you do with your time versus, how long you've been working at something are 2 very different things. And one's important, and to me, the other one's really not. I shouldn't say it. Working at things for a long time is important. But, like, if you tell me right now that, like, and I'm not saying that, like, someone did this and just kind of got to a level and then, like, hit it just barely kind of thing. But, like, you look at somebody who's, say like, we'll use like a 3-month time span, right? So in 3 months, let's just say you had somebody who busted their ass, learned everything they needed to learn and got to this level, the same level as somebody else who's been working at it for 2 years and they've kind of just been, coasting along or whatever. I mean, to me, it's a very clear cut thing, but like I look at all of the people that are working toward this, and that's the only thing that I wish they did more is I wish they were hungry like me. And and by me sharing the information, that's what I'm trying to show them too, is that, and I'm not doing it because I'm like, oh, you're doing it wrong. What they're doing, it's great because again, without those people, this business wouldn't happen. Without those people, I wouldn't have learned what I've learned. By no means do I ever cut those people down, or would I, or am I right now? Because again, I'm grateful for them and they are fantastic fucking people. All I'm saying is that like what I want to see, because I want to see them succeed just as much as I want to succeed. I want to see them have that drive that I do. And, that's why I do this, right? I'm trying to inspire people. I want people to realize that, you can wake up every morning and look at things and realize that like shit's always not that bad. Like, for me, like I hit that rock bottom that I talked about in my other video, like where I'm like, I hit that point and I never want to go back there. So like, I'm never going back there. But like, like I just want people to realize that like, even right now, if I was to say like, I can go back to school and get an education, I would say you're fucking crazy. Cause based on like, my living situation, my financial situation, all these other things, I'm like, there's no fucking way I can do it. Like I need to work. I can't afford to go to school. I probably don't qualify for financing, but you know what? That doesn't matter. I'm still just like, there's a fucking way. I'm like, whether it be free resources, finding some other means, like, like whether it be like some other, like trying to get some sort of assistance from somewhere, like whether it be like, like a financial aid type thing, or like, like even asking relatives, or even just slowly saving. I'm just like, I can fucking do this, like, and to me that's crazy, because like I used to talk myself out of shit all the time, and I'd be like, no, there's no way this can happen, and I would just forget about it. I wouldn't even give it a second thought. And now it's like, I'm like, it can happen, but like it eats at me every fucking day. Every day that it's like, I know there's a solution to this. I just got to go out and fucking find it. All right. So this year, make a plan, fucking execute it. Go out and go fucking do something. Your dreams are out there. The only thing that's standing in the way between your dreams is you. You are standing in your own way right now. It's not a skill issue right now. This is 100% will. Go out and fucking do it.